to ArchRivals Football, sponsored by Raz Energy and Steiner Sports. Here is your starting lineup. Number 20, Darnell the Playmaker Salins. Number 94, Alex the Bearman Alcazaz. Number 69. Well, there goes the intro. Welcome, everybody, to ArchRivals Football, Season 3. More off-season talk. We got the Playmaker. What's up, Darnell?
Offseason shenanigans.
Oh, shit, I got to put the other thing on. Oh, you got it already here. Okay.
Nah, I already got you covered.
Okay,
Offseason shenanigans in the NFL. That's what we got going on today.
We got the Bearman. Bearman, what's doing?
Off-season stuff.
Because it's all about stuff.
Yeah.
All right, Darnell, lead it off. Go ahead.
What's up with you and stuff, man? What's up with you and stuff?
Because that's what the NFL is right now. Yeah, one team says you got the other. You got the stuff. You got the stuff.
I'm in a fucking winter cyclone right now. Do you think I really give a shit about the outside world? Fuck that. I want to stay warm. I want to drink a lot of fucking stuff.
I really give a shit about the outside world?
All right. So I don't know. I said this yesterday. Ricky can verify it. Something about this month in sports is just ridiculous. Okay, I don't know what it is. Ricky don't even know what it is. But something about his month in sports, let's go crazy.
Because I was born in this month, and that's how it goes.
Oh, that's how we gonna put it.
Shout out to the newest viewers of Morning Rants with Tony D and Danny P. What's going on, guys? We're talking NFL football today. If you guys are into the whole NFL deal, get all your fans, your listeners in here. You get to hear some football done for fans by fans.
With no bullshit. No bullshit.
Normally, y'all know how I roll. I know we like to go in chronological order, but I just can't help but the news that I got today. So I'm gonna pass it to our good friend, the Bearman, to tell us what took place on today.
Do I need to take my headphones off of this, Alex, or should I just sit here and try to bear it?
No, because I'm just gonna get straight to the point. If I may, please, but I can't guarantee that I won't go to rant. But the Cowboys traded Amari Cooper to the Cleveland Browns
for
a 5th and 6th round pick.
You gotta love it. Amari Cooper. They have agreed to trade Amari Cooper to the Cleveland Browns. I don't know. Matter of fact, before Bearman goes in, Ricky, does any one of these teams win this deal?
Are we talking about a dumpster fire, or are we actually talking about real life, the way football goes?
Real life, the way football goes.
No.
Okay. Okay, continue, Bearman.
Because I'm not going to step on the whole thing, but then right after that, news came out that Jarvis Landry can now search for a trade himself. So they're basically turning around and saying that they're going to trade in prospect, and I put prospect in quotation marks. They're pretty much trading Jarvis Landry for Amari Cooper. Go ahead, Alex.
You know, it's been talked about like that for like almost 2 weeks now. I'm like, you know what? It's pathetic. I mean, maybe the bright side is that this clears up $16 million in cap space, but I'm not expecting the Cowboys to make any big free agency moves so far. I mean, if they do, it's the same thing. They're probably going to overpay one player, and then within 2 years, that player will have done nothing, and then he'll be gone. Guys, I'm not expecting any miracles from the Cowboys. I mean, I'm already at the point where I'm not looking forward to anything this coming next season. I mean, whatever happens, if something positive is to happen, as the Playmaker likes to say, so I'm going to quote him, I'll believe it when I see it. But you don't have to tell me that they'll embarrass themselves, because that I know that'll happen.
Our newest viewer over at the Morning Rant, Cowboys are like constipation. They talk about getting to the bowl, but nothing ever happens.
Exactly.
I love you guys for that. We need to get in touch with each other because we need a collab big time.
Well, these guys should know the morning rants with Tony D and Danny P. They should know that I'm a Cowboy fan that tears the team apart all the time, and I do kind of enjoy it because at least I get to tell the truth.
Dimitri, what's doing, my man? Missed you on Thursday. Listen, all I'm going to say is this. I could care less what weapons are on the Cleveland Browns right now. You still have to have a viable quarterback to do that.
Well, speaking of quarterback, I actually have something. I actually said this on my show because I did an episode for Cowboys Talk that I believe that if they got Amari Cooper, now Cleveland is probably going to try to. What if they start pushing to get Deshaun Watson?
That's a topic I'm pretty sure we're going to bring up because as much as he cleared of all his charges yesterday, there still are cases of indictments and personal suits that will still probably rear their ugly heads in the next few weeks. So let us not put any bank legitimately on any of the Deshaun Watson rumors. Obviously, Deshaun Watson to possibly going to Seattle, the Dolphins, Pittsburgh. Well, Schittsburg. Sorry, Schittsburg.
Philadelphia.
I don't even see that as a location.
But what you're saying, Ricky, is that this whole issue is not over.
No, it's not.
No, not by
the
a long
same
shot,
way.
quite frankly.
The same way everybody's throwing these freaking champagne baths with a lot of these moves that are going through that won't be cleared until the 16th. So again, anything can happen from March 12th to March 16th. It is all just freaking window dressing right now until the actual sale goes on. That's the way I got to look at it.
Repeat that one more time for the people in the back.
That it is complete window dressing until the actual sale goes on. Anything can fall through. For example, just imagine your favorite store, right? Puts on this really good ad for like Black Friday, and then the store burns down, and guess what? Your hopes and dreams burnt down with all of those deals that you thought the store was going to get.
That's why on the Cowboys Talk episode, I actually had to remind the folks that trades are going to be finalized until the new league season starts, which, as you just said, is next week.
But by the way,
16th, right?
shout out. That would be Wednesday.
At 4 o'clock.
At 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because the NFL offices are here in New York City. Shout out to everybody on the Book of Face, the Tube of You, Twitch, and Twitter, because we are still kind of going strong on those. And I know there is quite a few people in there, so if you kindly can do us a favor, hit that like button, share it out, follow the pages, YouTube and Twitch, put on your notifications, because things are going to start to get hotter on all of those pages.
All right,
to the boys, the Morning Rants with Tony D and Danny P. You guys are from Philadelphia? Well, check this. If you guys love hearing somebody tear the Cowboys apart, my show is the show for you. And I'm sure that Ricky and Darnell will vindicate me on that.
And also a little bit of a shout out to our right-hand man, Mr. Stephen Waldman, who is currently waiting to be employed by the Board of Education in the state of New York. So congratulations to you, Stephen. I didn't want to think I was going to half-ass it today, so I might as well figure to do that.
Yeah, give him a round of applause.
Yeah.
Even though you don't got that sound right.
No, that's on the radio setup. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Yes. Lars watching from Sweden, who will be the first to the time change.
Damn.
It's true.
That's right,
well, actually, no. I'm sorry. The European time change is 2 weeks after us. So instead of it being a 6-hour time difference, it'll be a 5-hour time difference for that period, because we do time change here in the United States.
All right.
It's true, Ricky. You got to say it's damn true.
No, I don't talk about that's true. It's just a load of crap.
Did y'all talk about Aaron Rodgers on, was it Tuesday or Thursday?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. Did y'all talk about Russell Wilson?
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
Yes,
And Ricky had to actually.
Oh,
Ricky said what he said.
You know what?
No. I'm just asking. I want to make sure I don't bring nothing up that was already talked about. But we gonna get back to Russell Wilson in a minute. That's hanging.
Yeah, because I'm going to sadly denounce the trade for Russell Wilson.
Okay, we'll
I cannot wait. But Darnell, what I'm saying is that Ricky had to bring up an excellent point because Ricky has to reminded me that people obviously don't bother to read what, Ricky.
They don't forget to read the fine print.
We know this, okay? But we have more trades that took place that has the same thing, okay?
Oh, we also have, it wasn't even the trade. How about Bobby Wagner unceremoniously getting released from the Seattle Seahawks?
Did y'all talk about that?
Speaking of that,
no, because that happened after we kind of got off the air.
Okay, Bobby Wagner getting released from the Seattle Seahawks.
Well, we got to talk about that because now the fact that he has that connection with Dan Quinn, and Dan Quinn is the defensive coordinator for the Cowboys. Now they're flirting with the idea of Bobby Wagner signing with the Cowboys. I mean, now that they got to clear up some cap space, maybe it'll happen. I mean, I'm sure Bobby Wagner would love nothing more than to work with Dan Quinn again.
Okay. Ricky, Bobby Wagner getting released from the Seahawks after 10 years?
Well, we could finally play the funeral dirge for the Legion of Boom. He was the last founding member of that Legion of Boom, and right now it's the Legion of Kaboom, because that defense can't even stop a sneeze, let alone a guy running the football or a guy catching the football.
Kaboom, damn.
Although Bobby Wagner's stats actually look pretty good for the 10-year run in Seattle, I really do think that Seattle is kind of thinking of the rebuild, a.k.a. they traded for Noah Fant, 4-year pro, Drew Lock, who hasn't amounted to anything more than a burning bag of dog shit, a tackle that hasn't really done anything significantly in his time in Denver. Yeah, I really do believe right now.
Didn't they get a D tackle too?
Yes, that's the guy I was talking about, Shelby Harris, who has amounted to a burning bag of dog shit. Not for anything. I think at this point right now, you're going to probably see the Seattle Seahawks finish last in the NFC West, A. B, they are trying to cut down as much cap as possible because once the league year starts on the 16th, then they could potentially not only build through the draft, however, they will probably be on the hunt from some low-key, high-potential free agents. Like, I don't see them spending a lot of bank on any of the top-tier free agents that'll be out there. That's where I kind of see it. You're going to look to them to go for guys that are going to get paid like $7 million a year, $4 million a year. Some guys that are going to probably be like castaways, which is what the Cincinnati Bengals did, is they brought in all these castaways from teams that pretty much threw them in the garbage, said, hey, 2 years, you're done. We don't like you. Screw you. Fuck off. That's exactly what the Cincinnati Bengals did. They were the land for misfit toys. So the Seattle Seahawks probably will be doing that same thing because the Cincinnati Bengals pretty much have put out that layout.
Switch gears real quickly. Just to get Bearman's thoughts on this. Ricky's too. I already know how Ricky feels about this, but let the people know how you feel about this. So, Bearman, there's not only be a change in NFL players and teams correctly, there's a change in the announcement crew. As we're going on further, Joe Buck is most likely to land with Troy Aikman over on ESPN to do Monday Night Football.
I might have a soundbite for
reactions
that.
On Twitter, people are obviously not happy about it.
I have a soundbite for it.
Go ahead with your soundbite. Bearman, how you feel about Fox's number one announcing team moving to ESPN?
Well, how do I feel about it? I always like to say, well, from the very beginning, quite frankly, it should be you, me, and Ricky. We should be the ones on the air.
I don't want to be on Monday Night Football. No. I got to be opposite those fucking dumbasses, the Mannings. They can fucking lick sweaty ball sacks. All right?
Okay.
Well, I think you're the only one who don't like the Manning-cast. Everybody else be watching it.
First off, Peyton's forehead gives off such a glow you probably could find him from space. Second off, Eli is dumber than fucking Peyton. He is the potential dumbass to get the Global Dumbass Award in the middle of the year. Okay? I do not find them fucking amusing at all.
But anyway, I mean, the point is, I mean, if they want good, football announcing, I mean, us three guys should be doing it because we know what the hell we're doing. We know what we're doing. But to answer Darnell's question, you know what? I've never really thought much about it. It is what it is. So I'm like, okay, it is what it is. I mean, I'm just there to watch the game. Like sometimes I watch these games on mute. I do the announcing in my head, or I'll do it out loud.
I would rather listen to the Sunday night broadcast on the radio than fucking listen to anybody on Monday Night Football the last few years. And now including Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. Oh, this only gives Troy Aikman more of a national stage to be drunk on than Fox Sports.
Yeah. But to answer Darnell's question, I'm like, okay. I mean, like I said, most of the time the volume's low. I'll do play-by-play on my own in my head.
And
that's the way to combat it for me.
Not for nothing, okay? If I watch any game and I watch it extremely closely, it's Sunday Night Football. Not for the announcers, okay? Not for the primetime spot. But the fact being is Monday Night Football is not always guaranteed a top flight game. On Sunday Night Football, thank God they didn't get pushed to Sunday Night Football. I probably would have committed career suicide. But at least with Sunday Night Football, you can actually flex a good game in on Sunday Night Football, where Monday Night Football, you're fucking stuck. So if you not only get a shitty fucking game, now you get to listen to drunk Troy Aikman and the talentless fuck Joe Buck. So which would you rather have, a lobotomy, or would you rather listen to Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, and a shit game? I'm sorry. That just became the ultimate NFL dumpster fire for Monday Night Football.
Well, that's what took place.
Hey, just think, they don't have Booger McFarlane on there anymore either. Thank God for that.
No, he doing pregame.
I'm going to get you guys the number to the National Suicide Hotline. I'm going to post it on the screen somewhere. Use it while watching Monday Night Football.
Yeah, you just wrong for that.
No, I'm not, because people are going to fucking hate themselves now for watching Monday Night Football. At least we're saved on Sundays, though. We don't have to listen to Troy Aikman on Sundays now. We don't have to listen to Joe Buck on Sundays either, if they're on ESPN. Thank fucking God for that.
All right, so let's get back to on the field stuff with players and teams. Ricky, the Indianapolis Colts traded Carson Wentz to the Washington Commanders.
The Colts legitimately threw Carson Wentz under the bus. Plain and simple.
Elaborate on that.
So, multiple reports from not only the news outlets, but players, coaches, water boys, ball boys, cheerleaders, have come out and said that Carson Wentz cannot manage an NFL game. What a punch to the dick that is.
Bearman, Carson Wentz going to the Commanders. By the way, that is Washington's new nickname.
Yeah, I know. Carson Wentz is just another quarterback that everybody loves to pick on. I mean, they love to pick on Kirk Cousins. They like to pick on Carson Wentz. I mean, Carson Wentz is a quarterback. I mean, if he has a good offensive line and good weapons, yeah, he'd be good because, a quarterback needs that support. But him being traded to Washington kind of caught me by surprise because at first, now I'm thinking, well, do the Colts even have a quarterback now? I mean, they got Sam Ehlinger, a guy I'm very familiar with, but, I mean, I don't know if he's capable of being the full-time starter, but that remains to be seen. But
listen,
seeing that, I mean,
the name that's there is all the way on the West Coast, which will drop the San Francisco 49ers to third in their division.
Oh, okay. So basically, now the Colts. So I guess now should we be more confident than ever that Jimmy G is on his way to Indianapolis?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But to finish, well, because I spoke about this on Cowboys Talk, and I said, well, it might help Washington maybe win 3 more games. I mean, that's what my co-host Well, my guest, Wiley, a.k.a. the Venomous Stare, said that, Carson Wentz go to Washington will probably help him win 3 more games. But, if there's not enough weapons as far as wide receiver position goes and running back, then I'm not sure how much Carson Wentz will have as far as support goes. But
I'm going to leave this question out to you guys right here. We're going to play a game. Okay?
We're going to play a game.
We're going to play a game. We're going to play Darnell's game. Okay?
Yay.
Washington and the Indianapolis Colts. Okay? We obviously don't have to worry about the quarterback position because it's the quarterback that's we're going to be focusing on, right? Washington or Indianapolis? Better running game.
Indianapolis.
Okay. Wide receivers core. Indianapolis or Commanders?
I'm going to give that a push.
Well, that's a good question right there.
I'm going to give that a push.
Bearman is percolating over there. The brain's percolating. He's like, I don't know.
Yeah, because I don't know. That's what I'm talking about with support. Did Carson Wentz have the best support in Indianapolis as well?
Okay. The answer is the Indianapolis Colts. If you look at the numbers, the Colts receivers have better numbers than the Washington receivers.
Well, who's the name besides T.Y. Hilton? Who else is there out there?
Michael Pittman.
Okay, that's right. That's what I was thinking of, but I forgot the name.
And you also have, I can't remember the receiver in Washington, but he can't play against the
Terry McLaurin.
Yes, he can't play against the Philadelphia Eagles. That was his big downfall for the rest of this year. So the Colts have a slight edge numbers-wise over the Commanders. Ooh, the Commanders. Fucking gay-ass name. Anyway.
With Wentz, in Wentz's situation, he's still under that mega contract that the Eagles gave him, right?
Yes, but the Washington Commanders have picked up the $26 million.
So the Eagles are no longer paying the majority of the salary.
Nope.
Are they paying any of it by now?
They as soon as this deal goes through on the 16th, the Commanders will be fully paying Carson Wentz.
Anything else in your game?
So
offensive line.
Okay.
Colts.
Okay.
Colts.
Now, here's where the fun begins.
Oh, boy.
This is where you have to really manipulate the part of the system for this game, okay?
Am I going to feel warm and squishy inside?
No, you're not. You're going to feel very rotten and disgusting inside. The opposite.
At least I know now.
John's in the chat.
Frank Reich or Ron Rivera?
Thanks, John.
I'm going to go Ron Rivera.
Yeah, I got to go Ron Rivera.
I'm going to go Ron Rivera on that one. You going Frank Wright?
Nope. No, I'm not going with Ron Rivera. Because
you going Frank Wright?
John is going with Frank Wright too. John, stick around because I have some numbers that you're not going to want to hear. I will say this. If Frank Reich was his quarterback coach in Philly and potentially made him into a superstar before, he blew himself up injury-wise, right? And could not do it with a better stacked offensive set than what he had in Philly. What does that say about Carson Wentz? Now, you're putting him on a team that has less of an offensive line, possibly a somewhat talented wide receiver core. Their running game is not top 25, so know that. You have legitimately saved yourself from the demise of Carson Wentz. That's what they did. The Colts sending him to the Commanders freed them up in cap space that now the Commanders are going to pay that money for because they cannot figure out how to manipulate the Heineke factor. And now the Washington Commanders, I still hate that fucking name. I think it's a stupid fucking name.
It's an arena football team name, honestly.
They named themselves after presidents. The commander-in-chief.
Yeah, commander-in-chief, yeah.
Okay, now they've given Wentz this weird fucking nickname now. Yeah. This was
that nickname?
The only team that benefited from this was the Colts. Plain and simple.
John says Wentz is reckless. Do you agree with that?
Hell's yes. Hell's yes. Because the problem is, if you have I don't think he won the MVP this year, if I'm correct. But when you have a caliber running back in your backfield and you don't audible out to a running play, and again, do the first thing ever in NFL history by spraining not one ankle, but both of them on the same play in the same game, you're reckless. Sorry.
Since do you remember what game that was against?
I think that was week 3. Wasn't that week 3? Week 4?
Do you remember who they was playing that week?
Wasn't that the Rams?
Who the one who was tackling him?
Aaron Donald.
See, I'm glad that John brings up the fact that Carson Wentz is reckless because on my show, I kind of said, look, everybody likes to pick on Wentz, but he's really not as horrible as everybody likes to say he is, but he is reckless at times. But, I guess every quarterback has a tendency of being reckless at times or deciding to play the hero, and then it proves to be extremely costly. I mean, the Cowboys quarterback Prescott obviously has a bad habit of playing the hero.
You know what? I should go back to that episode we did because Ricky did not stop talking about the fact that Carson Wentz did that.
2 fucking ankles in the same fucking game on the same fucking play.
He would not let that one go. That was funny.
It is still mind-boggling how he fucking did it.
I was waiting for you to do that, Ricky. I knew you. Darnell, you pushed it. You got it.
Sorry, Ricky. But that's ridiculous, man. Stop while you are fucking ahead. You already fucked one up. Let's not fuck the second one up. Oh, wait. He fucking did. That's all. Said and done.
Oh, boy. But, Ricky, how much do you want to bet that 30 fucking years from now it's still going to be mind-boggling?
In 30 years from now, I hope I have fucking Alzheimer's and I don't have to worry about Carson Wentz spraining both ankles in the same game.
Well, I tell you what, I'm probably gonna go to where you are. I'm gonna tell you about it. Then you're gonna look at me and then freak out. And
it's gonna be almost like the first faded memory of Shaq breaking the glass on a dunk when he was with the Orlando Magic in the beginning of his career. Nobody remembers that. It's not on any more highlight reels because it doesn't happen anymore. So at some point, some dumbass is gonna try to implicate the same shit that he did. Just to become famous again. I'm telling you. That's how that works.
Yeah, just wait. This guy's going to break his leg, and then he's still going to want to play.
I got that laugh out. All right. Now, we go from one mind-blowing thing to another mind-blowing thing. You ready for this one, Bear Man?
I'm ready for anything, man. I'm not scared of nothing.
The Chicago Bears traded defensive end Khalil Mack to the Los Angeles Chargers for a 2022 second-round pick and a 2023 sixth-round pick. Bearman, you have Joey Bosa on one side, Khalil Mack on the other side, and the AFC West.
Okay, let me start off by saying this. When the Raiders sent Khalil Mack to the Bears, what did the Raiders get?
A whole bunch of picks.
And during that time frame, we all remember when the Raiders got all these all these high picks. We all remember that, don't we? I know you do, Darnell, but what about you, Ricky?
I said because originally that was when we were doing the first season of ArchRivals football, and Mr. El Dape got pissed on because of it because he's a Raiders fan.
Well, you know what? The fact is, all those picks, the Raiders, those picks, those guys with those first round picks, they're not there anymore.
There's only one left out of the 5 that they got.
That's nothing, though. It's nothing.
And it was their starting running back right now, Josh Jacobs. Okay? That is the only pick that is there that's left.
Mm-hmm. And the Bears benefit from this?
Right now, I had said in the beginning that the Bears were benefiting on that. They stole that deal. They got 3 years out of Khalil Mack because Khalil Mack's numbers this year were not great. Okay? Khalil Mack is on the downside of his career. The Bears did a fucking cap dump. This is what the ongoing theme is. I didn't want to kind of break that out right now, but it is a cap dump. Colts trading Wentz was at $26 million, correct? That the Commanders have got. Khalil Mack's making $23.5 million this year. Cap dump. What's Wilson's salary? 34 something per year? Cap dump. People are getting rid of all of their high-priced players because when you release or trade away a high-priced player, guess what you could do with that money? You could bring in 3 players for that one guy. Fuck the draft picks. Screw the draft picks. The draft picks are window dressing. You have freed yourself up for money in free agency.
Who started the whole thing with F the picks?
I always say F the picks because they apparently can mean nothing.
They can,
5 draft picks for Khalil Mack. The only thing you got out of it was a Pro Bowl running back. That's it. Denver sent that fucking boatload to Seattle for Russell Wilson. What was that, 5 draft picks? Yeah.
And a couple of players,
and
too.
3 players. So you sent 8 for 2? Really? That made a lot of fucking sense.
This is now where I'm really dying to hear what Mr. John Misak has to say. But going back, this whole thing.
By the way, before you continue, John, thank your own team for this because y'all did that. Charter said, "Oh, okay, hey, Chicago, y'all still want Khalil Mack? Can we have him? Okay, what you got? Second round pick and 6th round pick. Let's make that work.
There's a little bit of competition right there.
It's kind of funny though that we actually bring up the Chargers because here's where those numbers come in. Would you like to hear those numbers? Because I love numbers.
Hold on, what John has said. John said Wilson has 2 years left on his 4-year, $140 million contract that he signed in 2019. The contract included $170 million in guaranteed and includes $70 million fully guaranteed.
Okay, so obviously we know Mr. Wilson and his lovely wife Sierra are going to fucking Mile High Country. Wade, what's doing? Now, I did some research on Mr. Russell Wilson.
Did you have fun?
People are not going to like what they're going to fucking hear.
It sounds like you had fun doing that research.
Oh, yes. Because I went into the depths of
hell?
Pro Football Reference and all of the pro football websites that we have out there. I love all those historians, so shout out to all those stat guys that are going to provide me with this dirt that I'm going to drop on you. So Russell Wilson gets a young receiving core, no young tight end, a halfway decent offensive line, and an undecided running back backfield. Yeah, that's not going to do well because his record against the AFC West in his career is a whopping 500. 4-4 in his 8 years in Seattle? 10 years in Seattle, whatever time difference it is. You mentioned who just traded for Khalil Mack?
The Chargers.
Who he has not beaten in his NFL career. Mind you, he's had Metcalf and all those other good wide receivers. He's had some halfway decent running backs. And he's had the Legion of Boom for God knows how long. Except for probably like the last 2 seasons or so. Okay? Although he's only thrown for a total of 437 yards against the Chargers. He has 4 touchdowns and 1 pick with a QB rating of 100.8. The only team he has beaten in the AFC West would be the Oakland Raiders. He's got a perfect 2-0 record and 500 with the team he's currently playing for and the Cincinnati Chiefs. Yeah.
Wait a minute. You caught in the Cincinnati Chiefs. Ooh, you wrong for that.
Yes.
Oh, you wrong for that.
The Kansas City Chiefs.
Ooh.
So
what did dig into Kansas City fans?
So, not for anything, you sent draft picks and 3 players to Seattle for a guy who does not play well in the AFC West. Yeah, that seems to be a problem.
And the Chargers responded by getting another DN to go on the other side of Joey Bosa.
Yes. So, how does that work now? Because when you have Russell Wilson being chased by those 2 demons, I know there's other demons on that line that are utterly ridiculous, by the way. Wilson may be running for his life.
He was already doing that in Seattle.
Maybe he's just doing it in a change of scenery, my friend.
Yeah,
But those losses to the Chargers, not particularly great numbers.
Bearman, before I let you, I want you to hear this real quick. So when the Russell Wilson trade happened, everybody said, okay, you got Russell Wilson with Denver. You got Justin Herbert in LA. You got Derek Carr in Las Vegas. And of course, you got Patrick Mahomes. And the Chargers said, let's just shut all that up and get Khalil Mack.
Look.
Like, they literally, I was looking, because I was waiting, because soon as I got notification that the trade happened, right? Or the trade was agreed upon, I'm like, what are the details? I need to know the details, because you just not going to just give a Khalil Mack just to give a Khalil Mack. Well, I was wrong, because you basically just gave a Khalil Mack just to give up Khalil Mack. Like you said, a cap dump.
Yeah, cap dump. But also, let's also go to realize that we said in the beginning of the show, oh, what a joke it was what Amari Cooper got traded for. Khalil Mack, you don't think that's not fucking joke? A 5th and a 6th round pick? Tell me what's wrong with that situation.
So now I want to ask you. So who did the worst? Which move was worse? The Chicago's or Dallas's?
I gotta let it play out first.
You know what? I hate to say this. When you got a receiver that is going to be planning to walk out the door in Chicago, you've just now freed up the money to pay that receiver.
Allen Robinson?
Mm-hmm. Obviously, if you got Justin Fields sitting there at quarterback, you're going to want to give him the best weapons possible. You let Robinson go, what do you have?
Darnell Mooney been playing pretty good.
But again, you just freed up money to keep that receiver in town. And if my memory serves me correct, he did not get franchise tagged. So, let's kind of look at it that way. Salary dumps create more money to keep some of your core players in town. How much was Amari Cooper being paid?
$20 million a year.
And who's going to be planning to walk out the door? Lawrence, correct?
Yeah.
So you want to keep that defense intact? You just send Amari Cooper where you could probably just bring in another guy, $4 or $5 million. Probably not the caliber of Cooper, but guess what? Cooper could be replaced.
So you're saying Chicago their move was worse?
Their move, no. Their move was better because they just freed up cap money to keep Allen Robinson in Chicago.
Okay, that makes sense.
So salary dumps aren't necessarily the worst thing for a team. So in this trade, technically, the Chargers are losing, but at the same rate, you're getting a Pro Bowl defensive player on the line, and that's how that's going to work.
Yeah, well, speaking of actually salary cap moves, the Cowboys restructured Dak Prescott's deal. I think they cleared up a total of $36 million, I think, at this point now. But it's not like I said. I mean, it's not. I mean, I don't know what good it's going to do. It's the Cowboys always making bad moves anyway. But you're right.
Wade, Andrew Luck is not coming out of retirement. The only way he's coming out of retirement, Madden 23. Not even joking. He's done. He's not doing it. If you want to see anybody come out of retirement, it'll be Phillip Rivers.
He said Madden 23.
Madden 23, which comes out in August. Because I've already got
all right. Y'all brought back up Amari Cooper. So Bearman, I'm gonna go to you first. How do you see Amari Cooper playing in Cleveland?
Depends on how Baker Mayfield's doing, honestly. Anything can happen. The problem is with Cleveland last year is that they didn't have a wide receiver that was able to top 600 receiving yards.
You want to know how I see Amari Cooper playing in Cleveland? Injured after Game 6, done for the season.
Amari Cooper?
Yep.
Huh.
Because you go from playing on turf, that artificial grass shit, to playing on real grass in Cleveland. That's the difference. You play a lot more indoor games in the NFC than you do in the AFC. So you're playing outdoors more.
I'll take your word for it. And
think of it this way: if the Cleveland Browns go and play against the Giants or the Jets this year, they go to play on that horrible field in MetLife Stadium.
Man, that makes sense. I mean, next season when we're doing the show, as soon as that happens, I'm sure I won't have to remind you because you're going to be back here and say, "I hate to say I told you so."
Oh, like I did all the majority of last season when I fucking said something and it fucking happened?
I'm sure in your case, you're not going to say, "I hate to say I told you so," because you love it when that happens.
I'm like that prediction guy from the movie Big. The Sultan. I like that. Predicting shit. Boom.
I mean, might as well take your word for it, Ricky, because more often than not, your predictions come true.
That one Thursday night Cleveland game that I called that I got a lot of fucking hate mail for. Yeah, you all can still look a nut.
I was waiting for you to bring that up, but
anyway. He the only one that gets attacked. Nobody comes after me. Nobody came after Bearman. There's a certain reason it's you.
What? No, people have come after me. Maybe not from this show. No, I've been attacked.
We talking about from the show.
All right.
Okay, but still, in reality, I got a death threat for calling Prescott overrated.
Well, I'm going to answer Wade's little thing here. He said, Isn't Breeze coming out of retirement for a year early with the Saints? I hate to say this. I think Drew Brees loves his deal with NBC. And here's why. He only has to work one night a week, only has to travel one night a week. He is having fun.
Sometimes because he do call some games.
Yes, but he does announce games, but his deal with NBC on Sunday Night Football is legit nuts. He gets to do that with Coach Edwards and the really hot chick, and he doesn't have to do very much. Done. When you become a broadcaster, yes, you miss playing the game. Do you miss taking all those hits? Hell fucking no. All of the fucking OTAs and everything else, you don't fucking miss that at all. Let me tell you. He's probably going to make more money on TV than he will be on the field.
Hell, Joe Buck was getting what?
Did we have to break up his fucking name again?
I'm just saying. Somebody brought up a great point. Like these sports announcers, they get paid all these big monies.
Joe Buck is not worth any of the money that he gets paid.
I mean,
he's getting paid though.
We should be getting paid.
Not for nothing. Money. Why didn't we send him to go get fucking Bin Laden out of all of the fucking caves? Because it would have been easy. All he had to do was say one word, and homeboy would have came right out.
Oh my god.
We could have sent him after fucking Hitler back in the day. One word, Hitler would have probably rolled over and croaked.
I can't stand you right now.
I fucking hate Joe Buck.
We get it.
Fucking hate him. We had to bring him back up again.
I was making a point.
He should be in an avalanche.
All right, calm down, President.
Fucking hate Joe Buck.
Did you kill some pins yesterday?
No. No.
That's where it's coming from, Bearman.
No, it was a very, very bad night last night.
I mean, I can't throw Ricky under the bus because there is a soccer player that I do hate because he disrespected my hero back in 2006 World Cup final. If you remember the famous headbutt, so I can't throw Ricky under the bus. But then again, who cares? Ricky is at liberty to say whatever the hell he wants. So
that's why I get the fucking hate mail because I'm not afraid to say fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like you know what? I want an MTV celebrity boxing match with Joe Buck right now.
Okay.
MTV, book it. I will beat the shit out of Joe Buck on national TV.
Well, first of all, Joe Buck would have to accept your challenge.
He's a pussy.
Second of all, you'll be a hero in that regard.
I will make tons of money. You know what? I would even call Danhausen to be the fucking referee for that match.
No.
He could curse Joe Buck.
And how about this? Does Jim Ross get to do commentary?
Yes.
Okay.
And he must say the word slobberknocker at least fucking 25 times throughout the fight. Although the fight will probably last like 2 minutes.
He'll probably say it more than that, but okay.
No. The only way he'll say it is if Joe Buck actually put up a fight.
That's true.
Joe Buck would run around in fucking circles like fucking Mayweather.
So how would you get Slobberknocker in there? But anyway. That's it. Okay? That's all the off-season shenanigans that's going on so far. There will be more to come back correctly. Because Ricky, when does the league year start?
Wednesday. Oh, by the way, this is a lovely little tidbit. All right, this is not something I planned, and it just came up on the NFL website.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so what is the ultimate goal through an NFL season?
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl,
Money?
right?
Money?
No, it's actually not about money, apparently, because the Arizona Cardinals have a player who apparently is not looking for money. That would be soon-to-be free agent, former Cardinal, former Patriot, Chandler Jones, who said he's aiming to land with a team that maximizes my talents. Your comments on that one?
Well, hold on. I got to answer John's question. Yes, are the Cowboys still division leaders after the Cooper trade? John, abso-fucking-lutely not. But even if they did, they would not be division leaders.
To be determined. To be determined.
No.
There's too many questions. There's too many questions in that damn division to pick a goddamn winner.
Yeah, okay. In that case, yeah. But if I'm going to answer John's question that way, I'm like, John, even if Amari Cooper was still there, they're not going to retain the NFC East title. I mean, there's a lot of the offensive line, Prescott's habit of throwing at players' feet, Kellen Moore having absolutely no idea what the hell he's doing, and him being allowed to keep his job.
And Jaylen Brown supposedly is being traded too. One of the offensive linemen. Supposedly he's getting traded.
Oh, you mean Lyle Collins?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, Lyle. Yeah.
Again, way too many fucking players to remember in this fucking brain of mine.
I'm like
that
John, I don't exaggerate when I say I'm not expecting any miracles from the Cowboys. That's been the case since like 1995.
If the Philadelphia Eagles trade for Deshaun Watson, Dallas itself will burn to the ground.
You know what I say about the NFC least? This is exactly what I say about the NFC least. Okay, that's what I say about the NFC least. There is no winner in that division. There is no winner in that division. There's no leader. For all we know, they could all finish. They play 17 games again this year. They could all finish at fucking 7-10, and it would be a 4-way tie for the division. There is no winner in that. Okay.
I mean, even if they get Deshaun Watson, the fact that Nick Sirianni is a bad coach, I mean, I don't even know how good that would do.
The little Giants could beat all fucking 4 teams in the NFC East.
Least.
Yes, least, East.
Yeah, but John is sticking with his guns. He's saying that Pittsburgh is going to get Watson.
No, I don't even think that.
He'll talking about Chandler Jones.
Oh, okay.
Chandler Jones. I think Chandler Jones is going to go to a team that potentially has a really good setup. And I'm saying, for example, you look now, okay.
That doesn't count. That doesn't include Pittsburgh at this moment in
time.
Well,
right now, actually, that defensive line actually does have something besides T.J. Watt. So it may be a possibility, or it's got to be something where it was kind of like what the Rams tried to build, where you got 3 guys, you have no direction which way you're coming from. If, let's say, God forbid, slides to L.A. for the Chargers, right? Khalil Mack, Bosa, and him, That would be pretty insane. Not for anything.
Are you trying to kill John?
Yes. But again, if you look at that example, a lot of people could try to replicate what the Rams did. But the thing is do you have the firepower to do that? And how many teams are out there that you can say already has 2 bona fide pass rushers on it that you could slide into their DMs and say, hey, I'll come for like half the fucking price that I was getting in fucking Arizona just to win a championship? He won't go to Baltimore. He won't go to Baltimore. He hates Baltimore. Just saying. He won't go to Baltimore.
Well,
as far as I'm concerned, you can't break John. No matter what, you can't break
He
him.
just said his little heart can't take it.
Well, that's what he wants you to think.
So if he
But
signs,
anyway,
okay, so this is my deal. If Chandler Jones does sign with the Chargers, somebody will be purchasing me a Chargers jersey. That's all I can say about that. Because I called that right before the league year starts.
And when does the league year start?
Wednesday. The day
at 4
before
o'clock Eastern time.
the day before everybody gets drunk on Thursday for St. Patrick's Day.
I'm sure you'll have fun, Ricky.
Nope,
sure you'll
can't
have
even
fun.
drink the green beer anymore. You know, diabetic.
Oh,
I can sit there and stare at it. That's about it.
So, all right. That's all we got.
you don't need to torture yourself that way.
All right, torture
That's
myself
all
every
we
day waking
got.
up.
So we're going to go around the horn one good time before we wrap it up. Bearman, final thoughts of what took place so far in the NFL.
You've already said the word. Just a bunch of shenanigans. And I'm not talking about the restaurant from Super Troopers.
Chris,
goofy shit on the walls and all the mozzarella sticks.
Well, I don't see it as any shamrocks and shenanigans here. I think to honestly tell you, a lot of these deals that are happening currently right now is just prep for probably one of the quickest and hardest hitting first few weeks of free agency that starts at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday. And with all of the potential free agents that are out there, it probably will go fast. If teams already haven't negotiated with players illegally as is, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday could be really interesting with free agency. So it would be something to key on.
all right, that's it. That's all we got. Within the next week or two, there'll be some more crazy stuff happening in the NFL. And guess what? We're going to talk about it again right here on ArchRivals. Other than that, keep up with myself and Bearman as we get closer and closer to that March Madness. As a lot of championships are being clinched today and tomorrow. Selection Sunday is tomorrow. Men first, then the ladies. And Ricky over here putting in bets on these games for whatever reason. I don't know why. But
Because I got free money, baby.
He got free money. So
this just to let you guys know, I'm not a big basketball fan whatsoever. I put money on the New York Knicks the other night against the Dallas Mavericks, and I hit it big because I couldn't fucking just stand the number that was there. So if I can make money off the New York Knicks, that's how you know it's going good.
that's the Perez. That's Bearman. I'm the playmaker. From Texas to New York to Florida. ArchRivals football will bid you adieu until the new year starts.